What's going on? My name is David. I'm coming at you guys with a brand new LEGO Ninjago video. Before we do get started with today's awesome Season 8 trailer breakdown video, I do just want to let you guys know that I did officially open up an R&D merch store, and we have a lot of goodies there with some exclusive Ninjago Sons of Garmadon designs that were designed by my friend Graffinity, and they're very high quality, so I think it would be something worth checking out. It's a top link in the description, but without further ado, let's dive into this trailer breakdown. So it starts off with some beautiful shots of New Ninjago City, and in the very first second we get a glimpse of the Samurai X mech if you look close enough. We also get a look at what looks to be an aerial tramway, which we've seen previously in the extended sneak peek for Season 8. This tram has the Sons of Garmadon logo sprayed onto it, and as far as we know, the Sons of Garmadon HQ is based in some sort of station area based on the set. So it's safe to say that the Sons of Garmadon use this tram to transport themselves across the city. I don't believe we've ever seen this tramway system before in Ninjago City, so it would kind of explain why it's only starting to appear in the show now. We then cut to this well-known chase scene between Lloyd and Mr. E, with Lloyd using his Ninja Nightcrawler vehicle and Mr. E using his own bike. We see the full chase scene in the extended Season 8 sneak peek, and Mr. E has of course stolen the Mask of Vengeance, which is why Lloyd is chasing after him. Pixel states that Mr. E is not on their databases, meaning that this enemy has not been seen before. And then we proceed to this really nice transition which displays the Ninjago TV series name. After that, we're given this alleyway shot with Mr. E and a few Chopper Maroons on their bikes. I've done some analyzing of the electrified signs and billboards shown in this shot, and none of them seem to match the street that Chen's Noodle House is on. Additionally, Chen's Noodle House is located on a street while this alleyway has stone pavement, so it's safe to say that this scene doesn't take place near Chen's Noodle House. Right after that, we have Ultraviolet, who jumps over all the bikers with her own personal bike, and we hear her first ever dialogue. Preceding that, we see the Sons of Garmadon attack a building that has the same symbol that is seen in the Temple of Resurrection set. A few weeks ago, we received some leaks that the ninja had to protect the royal family of Ninjago, so I'm assuming that this symbol is the crest of Ninjago's royal family, and that this is maybe their palace or some sort of royal building. In the next transition, we get a close-up of some of these Sons of Garmadon gang members abusing Ninjago citizens for their own pleasure. During this, Zane is narrating and saying that the Sons of Garmadon are becoming more prominent in Ninjago City, and their origins are still a mystery, once again showing that the ninja have no knowledge on this new enemy. We are then shown another clip from the extended sneak peek where the Sons of Garmadon are all masqueraded in what looks to be ninja-inspired biker suits, and they are stealing a very precious relic from Cyrus Borg, and we all know that this relic is the Mask of Vengeance. Now this is where things begin to get spicy. We get a close-up shot of Hutchins, who is revealed to be the official Master at Arms for the Ninjago royal family, which I'm assuming just means royal bodyguard. He proclaims that there are only 3 Oni masks in existence, and then we get a close-up shot of the Princess Harumi as well, and she states that the masks must never be united. And as we all know, when all 3 masks are united, they're able to resurrect Lord Garmadon in his most evil form. In the back we get to see 2 figures who are older, and I'm assuming that these are our first looks at the King and Queen of Ninjago. Shortly after, we receive a very cool shot of a building that I'm assuming is the Royal Palace. The architecture reminded me of the buildings you'd find on Chen's Island, as well as the original monastery, so maybe this is a bit of a throwback to older Ninjago fans. We then transition to where we have an elderly lady who I'm assuming is a mistake, and she has been seen in previous Ninjago seasons owning a tea shop. She informs Lloyd that when all 3 masks unite, the Sons of Garmadon will be able to bring back his father. Perhaps the ninja are seeking her out to acquire some sort of tea to aid them in the battle between the Sons of Garmadon. She's been previously seen selling Traveler's Tea, Tomorrow's Tea, and Obscure Tea that helped out the ninja a lot. Then we're greeted with a series of transitions, one showing another shot of the Lloyd and Mr. E chase, a brand new look at Samurai X with a Samurai VXL right behind her, and then a quick shot of Zane uncovering something. He lifts up a gigantic metal bow, as bow and arrow are now his weapons of choice. Now, I want to bring attention to this corner of the screen right here. We see a hint of green, so it looks to be one of Lloyd's green ninja suits. Upon further analysis, it seems that Zane has uncovered some sort of stone slab with the green ninja designs on it, which I assume hold the prophecy for Lord Garmadon's return. When you take a look at this room, it kind of looks like it's some sort of ritual room. You have flames in the background and red painted walls. Perhaps this takes place in the actual Temple of Resurrection itself. When we get a look into the Temple of Resurrection later on in the trailer, this room looks very similar to its design. After this short glimpse of Zane, we get a really cool scene where Jay is using his lightning to zap Mr. E. I believe that this is a different action sequence from the Lloyd and Mr. E chase scene, since Mr. E got away before on a boat down into the sewers. So perhaps he's on the lookout for some more Oni masks. Now this next shot is really weird. We get to finally see this mysterious baby that has appeared in the Temple of Resurrection set. It makes this really creepy laugh that kind of resembles a witch's cackle. From looking at the background of Cole, we can see that there is some kind of round saw-looking blade on the wall. And from all the stone slabs everywhere, I think it's safe to say that we're definitely underground. Perhaps the Sons of Garmadon headquarters, or maybe the sewers. Right after we get a really brief glimpse of Wu. I honestly didn't even realize that it was Wu until my third or fourth viewing of the trailer, but we can assume that he's still in the time vortex traveling to a time in Ninjago's past, since it's been confirmed that Wu has affected the future of Ninjago. Now this is where things start getting really interesting. We have one of the best action sequences I've seen so far in this show, period. In this scene, we can see that Mr. E is putting on the mask of vengeance, and he undergoes some sort of transformation to acquire 4 arms. Now, this isn't that much of a surprise, since in the Street Race Snake Jaguar set, Mr. E is given another set of arms when he puts on the Mask of Vengeance as well. There are flames bursting through the mask's eyes, and we get to see the Mask of Deception once more, but this time on a pedestal in a glass case behind Jay. While undergoing the transformation, Mr. E starts growing horns, as well as really transforming into a demonic being. Right after this transformation, Jay offers comedy relief, and then we're thrown right into an action sequence with all 4 ninja at the scene attacking this newly transformed demon, and then he uses some sort of electrical shockwave to send the ninja flying. And I want to bring up the shot from before with Zane uncovering something. In this transformation scene, Lloyd and Zane are not seen anywhere. So I'm assuming that perhaps they were separated from the original ninja team, or perhaps captured and locked away. This would make more sense since Zane has an undercover persona in this season known as Street Jaguar, and perhaps he was discovered and then captured and is now trying to find his way out of the temple. After this, we get a look at the Destiny's Bounty, which seems to have taken a lot of inspiration from the movie version, as they pretty much look identical except for a few added thrusters. Moving on to the next shot, we've got Lloyd making an escape with Mia, Kai, and Jay. Lloyd jumps from a building with these ninja and then throws shurikens at the ladder to cover their fall, and they start running on rooftops. Once again, I want to point out that Zane is absent. However, Cole isn't seen as well. Perhaps Cole is underground with the baby at this point of the series, and Zane is going undercover, explaining why they're not seen in this shot. Right after, we get to see a bike chase between Zane and his undercover persona, Street Jaguar, and he's seen fighting one of the members of the Sons of Garmadon. This Sons of Garmadon biker is able to stab through Zane's motorcycle, causing it to leak, which isn't a good sign for Zane. Then we transition to what looks to be the Sea of Sand, Ninjago's desert. Kilo and Zane are battling it out on their bikes, with Zane being in his Snake Jaguar disguise. Kilo is wearing the Mask of Deception, and this scene demonstrates Zane's eagle drone that is seen being detached from the actual bike itself. We then cut into this scene in New Ninjago City where Lloyd and Princess Harumi are seen on a bike together. I'd like to point out that Harumi's face paint is rubbing off, and so maybe this is the scene where we'll finally get to see her full face without this kabuki paint. Both are seen with the Mask of Deception in hand, and they're battling Ultraviolet, who is also on her own bike. So it's safe to assume that they're both fighting over the mask in this scene. Perhaps Lloyd and Harumi both stole it from the Sons of Garmadon, or maybe this is how the Sons of Garmadon initially acquired it. However, at the end, the Mask of Deception is seen on the highway pavement, so it probably fell off Lloyd's bike. But yeah, this pretty much concludes every little detail of what was in the awesome Sons of Garmadon trailer. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of it down in the comment section below. With that being said, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating would be highly appreciated, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to stay up to date on the latest Ninjago news and more. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.